Good morning. Good morning. Sorry about the delay. It's my fault and my fault alone. I wanted to tweet out a bunch of things on Twitter about promoting the show. And then I wanted to do a time lapse of the whole show. And we have a time lapse set up. And that I started, it was a basic time lapse. And then I started getting a lot of ideas for time lapses. And then I delayed the show. Maddie's steaming mad at me. Steamer.
That's not true. That's not true.
Steamer.
You made me unmute myself to say that's not true.
He's just like glaring and glaring. Do you want a producer's box, Maddie? When they do the girls' room, Taylor's on screen and BBD's on screen. Do you want one?
I was never going to ask for one.
Oh, well, you can set one up.
Okay. Next show.
BBD never asked for one. I thought it was hilarious to have a silent person in the corner of the video. Now he talks a lot, but originally he was just silent. And when we sent the show to the Yes Network, the president of Yes Network, Boschnak, was texting us and was like, so he just doesn't talk, but his face is there. He's like, this is Alfred Hitchcock shit. He loved it. He thought it was hilarious. Mm-hmm. All right, anyway, Dalton is in the room. He said, can I grab you for 30 seconds to talk about something content-wise? So I said, well, you're on the show now, so.
Yes.
Sup, Dalton. And I also promoted this on Twitter with your beautiful double.
Oh, that double. Listen, I don't think I've ever hit a ball as hard as I did off Zoe in that moment. That felt so good. Yeah. That was great.
And that was never supposed to be aired.
No.
That was a practice game, and we were filming it just to test, like I'm the only one that has the footage, and so now it's out there.
Yeah, now it's
one of the most beautifully struck balls in the warehouse, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great practice session, and that was definitely like one of the hardest hit balls I think that's ever happened in the warehouse. Yeah. Too bad it wasn't for a real game, but it was a nice. I'll never forget that double.
All right, so what do we got? We're talking. I think things you missed. This is an earlier conversation that's going to delay your 30 seconds again. Should we just not call it Fun Sport Friday anymore and just call it Things You Missed? Because right now we have so many shows that have dual names, and it's very confusing. When new people come in the sales team, they're like, what? What is that?
Right.
And then we like made a glossary of like things like an event, because 6 months ago an event was 4 different things. Mm-hmm. And if I had to choose, I would rather go with Things You Missed than Fun Sport Friday, because Fun Sport Friday was something.
Okay.
That wasn't it. So what do you think, Maddie?
I agree. It also doesn't deadlock us into a day if we need to change the day.
Yeah, which I've never been a Friday person. We're trying to get it out on Fridays, but Friday morning is the goal. Right. Anyway, Things You Missed. So, okay, that's
would it be things you missed and that's it, or would it be things you missed that you didn't know, like the whole...
It would be like how Always Sunny in Philadelphia, they just shortened to Sunny.
I see.
It would be things you missed that you never planned on watching, but we would shorten it to things you missed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, The one thing I just found it on Twitter, I was looking up like unique sports and trying to find some stories. I haven't found much background on it. If you want me to tell to everybody what we're talking about here.
Yeah, so we're preparing the next Things You Missed. And
right.
You're suggesting this as one of the things?
As a potential. Like, the video is interesting. I've never seen anything like it. It's like some sort of British motorsport. They're driving up a hill, and it's kind of, you have to go as high up the hill as you can without
tipping over
or stopping. And so I know they're not going to be able to see it, but as an example, you have this one car. He starts driving.
So, I mean, basically, we're looking at Chitty Chitty Bang Bang cars.
Exactly. Like, we're talking throwback cars.
Like, that's bicycle wheels on the front.
Like, Dick Van Dyke would love this.
Yeah. I mean, that looks like UK.
And then they just start going backwards.
Where is this? It looks like northern UK.
This is a little GeoGuessr thrown into here.
I would guess this is northern England, closer to Scotland.
Okay.
Do you know where it is?
It's in Stroud. If you know where Stroud is off the top of your head, that is exactly where it is.
Stroud?
Stroud, yeah.
England?
Mm-hmm.
Map. Come on. No, southern.
Southern, okay.
Well, on the by Cardiff. Did that happen recently?
This was posted January 23rd, so yesterday.
And is there a winner?
I'm trying to find out.
Or
I haven't gotten there yet. I'm looking to see, but they stall out. So like when they go up to, that's the one interesting thing. Like you,
That's funny. I mean,
12
even if
flags.
it's like a 30-second and this exists,
Yeah, some
and if you find
motorsport-
like 2 sentences on it,
It's the Gold Star final round. That's what stuck out to me. It was like the Gold Star final. So it was the final of this event that was taking place.
okay, Gold Star final. Yeah,
Stroud.
let's add it. And
Little
then if you
something.
want Ryan to get footage, or if like it's just that YouTube thing and we just download the YouTube video. One
Yeah,
or the
I'm
other.
gonna say I don't know how much video it is because this looks like it's a very small.
Yeah, but it might be
event.
like Gold Star. Say it again.
Gold Star final. Like I was like, this was preliminary looking it up. I'm like, oh, this is something weird that I think would be fun.
Uniquely British Motorsport holds Gold Star final.
That's the video I'm on from. Yeah.
That is the cloudiest day. The quintessential British Sporting Trials Championship concludes this season with its Gold Star final in the Gloucester countryside.
Yeah, when you said Gloucester, I would never pronounce that right.
I don't know if I did.
Yeah, like that is a conglomerate of letters into one.
This seems like the ultimate father-son. Oh, no. This guy doesn't fit in the fucking thing.
Oh, you got to the part where the guy's like trying to squeeze.
Yeah, he
into
doesn't fit in the passenger seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we can even grab this footage and just send it to Ryan. Say, can you grab this footage? And then just, it can be 30 seconds. If we have
Okay.
to cut it for time, we can, but that's a good, like,
Little something.
it's different. It's not a team sport,
Right.
so it's just an event. Cool. I like it.
Cool.
We can add it. And then I mess with the hurling. Don't worry about any more of the hurling stuff because I basically edited it and I'm going to record that section. Like I'm going to watch it and talk about what I'm watching.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
then other sections I won't have, we'll do it like how we did last with the NOL. But I
Right.
plan on recording it tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I have to check my schedule to see if I'm doing that in the morning tomorrow or like after 3:00 tomorrow.
Right.
But by then, hopefully we have 5 to 6 done.
Yeah.
And then Andrew will have Thursday to put it together.
Right. And I think the bright side is for scheduling wise, warehouse is
No warehouse
no
this week.
Thursday warehouse.
Yeah.
So like in
Yeah.
the worst case scenario, there's that time again. That
And in the
opens
future,
up.
though, like Wednesday record is going to be
The norm.
the necessary.
Right.
Otherwise, Andrew's going to need a full day to put them together until he really gets the hang of it.
Mhm.
But even then, like I have the hang of it, and it takes me a full day to put them together.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's like
put
really
everything into
weird at it.
one.
Yeah. Cool.
Mhm. Alrighty.
All right. We
Peace.
might bring your teammate in later to read some poetry, Nicky Cass.
Alrighty.
All right.
All right,
thanks.
guys. Thank you. Peace.
Dalton Feely. Big double in the warehouse off of Zoe. Official. If you don't know, Dalton came on how long ago? January?
Yeah, start of January.
Start of January, officially. Talking baseball, stats and research, and things you missed, stats and research. Dalton was like Aikman and Bucks, I think, researcher for football.
Yeah.
Like won a contest, or then he did it through college. Like he does it for all Nicky Cass's videos where he does talk. Because Nicky Cass doesn't know shit.
Yeah.
Dalton is Nicky Cass is Elton John, and Dalton is Bernie Taupin.
Right.
So I've hired him to be my Bernie Taupin as well.
Right.
If I say that to Nicky, he's going to have no idea what I'm talking about.
Mm.
And do you even know what I'm talking about?
No.
Bernie Taupin wrote all of Elton John's songs. He just sings them. I composes them. He puts the lyrics behind them.
Right.
How's Amp doing?
Amp is amping. 32 people here, 33 now with us.
Nice. Thanks, guys. Sorry about the delay on the Amp stuff. I'm looking at the chat now. We got Mark Moreros, Nash Wave, Steve Carr, Alex D. Is that Normal Dog? Haven't seen you in a while. Mr. Mittens, Potato, 5 States, Grunk, Tom's here. Grunk, that's fun. We always plan some topics. Jolly's here. He's getting love. What's up, Jolly? We plan some topics, Maddie, and then things kind of just happen, and I come up with stuff before we start that I want to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to change the name of the show.
Yes, we should discuss the name change.
Yeah. Because it's almost the same thing as Fun Sport Friday and things you missed. Like Fun Sport Friday was a thing I did on the main channel when breakdowns were taken up easy, and I had Luke was my breakdown line editor, and he's really good at it. And Luke. This was back in 2019. My brother Luke was an intern in summer before he went back to college. He fed me all those weird sports.
Right.
Like he was doing a ton of research and finding them and stuff, and then I was just making them.
Mm-hmm.
So much like Fun Sport Friday was a thing, and now it's something else, and we just kept using the same name, even though they're two completely separate things.
Yeah.
This show is different than what Morning was during the pandemic and in 2020, when I would drink a cup of coffee 5 days a week and literally just like babble to myself while I browsed the internet, and we talked about baseball and books and towns.
Right.
And that's like the logo we still put out is breakfast, baseball, books. That's not what this is anymore. And I feel like it's a hard, like that red logo with the coffee cup is, if people just see that, they don't know that what they're getting is like behind the scenes of a startup business, production, content,
Yeah.
convo.
I mean, we also never like purposefully changed it. We just started talking about different things without really realizing it.
Well, yeah, what happened was Morning kind of died because I was way too busy in that format and doing it live. We did it with Ant for a while, and then it was not a show. And when we signed the AMP deal, I've talked about this, they wanted me to do a show by myself, and they wanted it to be non-base because they have a lot of baseball stuff through the deal with us, and they wanted Jimmy to talk about other sports. And I was like, I don't really do that unless you want like really casual cricket, hurling, weird sports. I was like, but I had a show called Morning where I just talked about whatever, all my other interests. And they're like, okay, do that. So that's how Morning came back.
Right.
And we tried to do that. We tried to do it, but it didn't work. But I think I'm enjoying what this is now. And it's, like I've said, hopefully the numbers can get up to keep this worthwhile once a week after the AMP deal ends, if we don't renew with AMP, which is at the end of April. It'd be twice a week through the end of April, no matter what. After that, it's once a week, either with AMP or on its own. But actually, I shouldn't say that. If it's not with AMP, we have to really calculate if it's worthwhile in time, and the numbers have to be going up. And I think the branding isn't really helping it grow right now. And also, we're not really promoting it. Like, I would love to get more clips on my personal Instagram and Twitter where I post clips. Because I think there's people like me that love behind-the-scenes chatter and hearing like the ingredients and the thought processes. I don't think that's a niche market, so to speak, because I'll watch that. I guess it is niche, but the people that do it really enjoy it for anything. I'll watch behind the scenes on like a NASCAR race, and I don't watch the NASCAR race.
Yeah.
So we need to find a new name and then to promote it that way. So people in the chat asking for your help, people that are watching on YouTube, leave a comment, and that'll spark a ton of ideas.
While people maybe send ideas in the chat, I'm saying this not to be like, what the hell? I'm just like genuinely want to know. I made the Mr. Beast clip and I gave it to you. Do you not want clips that I purposely made that because it's like clickbaity? I don't know, a few weeks ago.
You gave it to me to post?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Okay.
Did you Slack it to me?
Probably. Or maybe I texted it to you.
I remember you were struggling with the thumbnail, and YouTube wouldn't like.
Yes, I left it. And
then you texted it to me, and I think I remember. I thought you were texting me for that to show me what you were talking about.
Oh, okay.
Is that the same clip?
Yes, that's the same clip that the thumbnail wouldn't let me change it on the YouTube backend. But I thought I gave that to you as like, here, you can post this.
Maybe it was Slack.
Oh, yeah, it was Slack. January 6th on Slack.
Yeah, well, that's my bad. I would have posted it.
All good. That was my question. I don't care.
Yeah, but I don't. It's not your job. Like, you don't have to make clips.
Regardless, though, I was only curious because I didn't know if you wanted to like. This is like very YouTube-y, clickbaity with Mr. Beast. I didn't know if you didn't post this because you just didn't and it was like happenstance, or if it's because like, oh, I don't want to do that.
Wasn't the latter. Just happenstance. I don't remember
That's fine.
seeing this.
Okay.
Or I don't know. But no, I want
All
to
good.
post stuff like that.
I get it.
Yeah, I do. And I want like the channel, like if I keep doing the vlogs behind the scenes, which I do enjoy doing those a lot, actually, for like personally, like the videos of James are so cute, and I enjoy like after I post those, the personal vlogs, me and Katie watch like all the family scenes together, and it's like a fun little wrap up to our week. Like, let's watch how cute our son was.
Yeah.
So I am gonna try and keep doing those. They will get harder as it goes, and it's not gonna be a normal cadence. And sometimes I might just be like, I'm gonna do this till I have 30 minutes worth, and if that's 2 days, sure. If that's 2 weeks, sure.
Yep.
Because I think that will be better anyway.
Right.
But yeah, the whole channel should probably get rebranded into what it is now. It's not Morning Breakfast Baseball Books anymore. And that is a bad title anyway, because it's not descriptive.
Yeah.
At least in the way I think titles should be. I think titles should be fucking stupid and elementary. Like,
Talking baseball.
hey, what's Talking Baseball about? No one's ever asked that question in their life. What's Talking Yanks about? No one's ever asked that question.
That's fair.
What's things you missed but you forgot, things you missed that you were never planning on watching about?
Yeah.
You know? So
Okay.
what should it be? Does the chat have anything? I'm going to take your Slack and change it.
The chat was a little sad. Or maybe.
Yeah, but that makes sense.
Yeah.
People don't like change. But sometimes you got to do it. You know, every time Facebook updated back in 2010, people cried. And then 2 weeks later, they didn't notice. And now I'm crying about Twitter's updating. And maybe I won't notice in 2 weeks. Although
Maybe.
it sucks, man. How come they don't know what their app is?
I don't know.
Twitter is like I try to explain it. Twitter at its best is not a social media app. It's a news ticker of personal thoughts. Like you want to put the game on or Game of Thrones and open Twitter and you're getting live time thoughts about whatever you want. It's a shared experience. It's a live chat of the public watching something together or things happening in live time. Like that's when it's at its best.
Yeah.
Not just viral videos in random order.
Yeah.
Like come Yankees games, I'm going to be so upset if it's not like
Yankees.
chronological people talking about the game that I can get their thoughts and the feel of the zeitgeist of the people. What's making you laugh?
Alex said, how about this for a title? Jomboy talks about behind the scenes of Jomboy Media twice a week until their AMP deal runs out, and then it's once a week, and they're going to have to think of how to do it.
That's good. That's descriptive. My other thought was like, should like it have its own socials, or should it just be my socials? I guess it should have its own socials if we really want to start doing stuff. So I guess that's it. That's the thoughts right now.
Yeah. I mean,
And I hate the color red.
oh my God. You hate the color of the show? It's the only red show.
I know. That's why it exists, because I was like, whatever.
Right.
We need new colors. Red's a terrible color. I don't like it. Where's I'm trying to open the AMP chat. I can't find it. Okay. How about Just Talking? Just Talking. I don't know if they know that was
A thing.
that was what it was called originally.
Yeah.
That's funny. I did the second podcast I ever did, or maybe the third, when I was just throwing shit at wall, was called Just Talking. And then Katie joined me, my wife, joined me on Just Talking for a while.
Happy Headlines eventually came with Katie.
Yep, she would read happy headlines. And then we took that podcast feed and turned it into the morning feed. Yeah. But Just Talking still, you need to know who I am to click that.
Yes. So that was what I was going to say is if we're going for a show that is behind the scenes of a startup, we need that. that concept portrayed to people that don't know what it is.
Yeah. Like, what did we say? Like, when we talked about it, we were like, well, Maddie, you and I would just use this time to have our content meetings.
Yeah.
Like, content meetings. That's a bad title, but
Bad
it's a
title.
jumping off point of, like, that's what it could be. Whatever it is, it's not going to be. Don't think, if we're giving suggestions, the least creative, the better.
Yeah. No need for puns.
No.
Yeah.
It just needs to be to the point. Laughs from the Past is the most creative title we had, but it's still like if you thought about it, what's this about? You'd be like, you could figure it out. And that was a Twitter suggestion. I was like, hey, Jake and I want to tell stories from history and laugh at them. Someone said call it Laughs from the Past. And I was like, fuck yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Rose rotation is interesting, or like has a second meaning.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. That was his name.
Yeah.
I don't force names on our other people. You know what I mean? I just give like thoughts. I don't think I've ever said that's a bad, like, vetoed a name.
Yeah.
But me personally think they
Right,
should be
right.
boring.
Farm to Fame is interesting.
Who thought of that? Jake? You?
It wasn't me. I was told it's Farm to Fame. I was also told it was originally Down Under.
Yeah, it was originally Down Under, like on the farm.
And with Peter.
And with Peter from Australia. Yeah. All right. What else do we have on here to chat about? I'm excited. I think we've been talking about them to death, but I'm very excited about Blitzball Battle 3, which we're not filming until March. That's in my head. And then today we have our first meeting about the Ball and Play League.
Yeah.
Another thing that has two names, Ball and Play League, Crits Ball.
Ball.
We're not going to use Blitz Balls anymore. So I don't know if Crits Ball is still the best name. I never thought it was. That's why I changed it to Ball and Play League. Because the goal is to have every ball be put in play.
Right.
And then it would be like a subtitle, Baseball Meets Cricket. You know, but that's starting to get underway. We just got our first cricket content creators that signed on to come and play with us. I messaged them on Instagram, but we'll see if they see it. And yeah, we have our first kickoff meeting for that.
To answer a question in the chat, 1 inning league is 2 weeks away.
February 6th, right?
Believe so.
2 episodes February 6th, 2 episodes February 7th, 1 on the 8th, 1 on the 9th. Is that what we just changed it to on our walk to the subway yesterday?
Yes.
We need to let them know. I'm excited. People who watch the vlogs, the personal vlogs on this channel,
Yep.
I gave away the format.
Kind of, or for real?
I showed the opening animation. We were all reviewing it.
Oh, yeah.
I thought about it.
I didn't think about it.
And I was like, well, people that watch this are in on the secrets.
It's a secret thing.
It's not like, yeah, it's not a huge secret. And enough people aren't going to watch that, or it can be public, but.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
And it doesn't spoil anything else. We have been so good at that. The not spoiling results of the warehouse.
Yeah, not spoiling results. Nothing will ever beat Blitzball 1, where we all signed a weird NDA.
We have to do that again.
Yeah.
Because we have more and more people coming now, and
Right.
we have fans. I need the NDA back. The weird NDA is.
What did it say? Don't ever say this, or
I wrote it.
I handwritten.
Yeah, well, because I asked for an NDA and I got back just
stupid.
just legal jargon. I was like, no,
No.
we're not. So the NDA said, I agree to not reveal the result, and because the warehouse
The
didn't
whole
even
thing.
exist.
The
Yeah,
whole
the
thing.
warehouse didn't exist. I agree to not reveal the results of this tournament, nor the existence of this warehouse
Yes.
until whatever date And if I do, I understand I will never be invited back and am a human bug eater.
Right.
And
Sign here.
And everyone had to sign that.
And this was a photocopied piece of paper with your handwriting on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I want to do that again. People are kind of good, but I want... Well,
We're never as strict as we were the first time.
No, but I don't think we've spoiled any playoff games.
No, we've never spoiled any games.
But yeah, but as more people are coming and more crew and longer days, people, like, one inning league was tough because after a certain day, any photo from day 3 was a spoiler.
Yes. We have a photo that
I got
hung up in the office, and we're like, take that off the wall because it's going to be in the background of vlogs.
I printed out a poster for the
Yeah.
one inning league, and I was
Same picture.
saying I was going to decorate it, and I was like, oh wait, can't do that. That is a huge spoiler.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Inside Jomboy. Inside Jomboy Media. That's not a bad one. I'd say Jomboy Media, not Jomboy. Oh, Inside. Does that exist somewhere? Oh. Okay. Well,
I believe Inside Barstool is a thing.
Oh, okay. We'll keep going then. We'll keep going. Leave comments on YouTube. Maybe it won't be a little bit until we do this, but we'll find it.
Update.
Yeah.
Don't think it is. I thought it was. But it's not. So maybe we go with that.
There is an Inside something TV show. Right? Inside the NFL. Is that it? Inside Edition? Inside Edition. That's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Any other questions from the chat? We can do that. We can bring Nicky in and have him read some poetry again.
What was on your mind with Blitzball 3?
So to me, and we talked about this with Frisk last episode, but I can't believe tomorrow is a year from the first day of filming Blitzball Battle 1.
Right.
That is the life of a butterfly in growth or something. Like, from that, the warehouse itself has grown in 1 year's time. It seems like it should have taken it 3 years.
Yeah.
How much it's become a big part of our plans as a company. It's become just the warehouse itself, the production. Like, we're getting new floors. Right now, the floors are completely ripped up, and we're getting new floors put down. And then the loft area, and what we're trying to do for Blitzball Battle 3 with the crowd on top of risers. So for me, Blitzball Battle 3, which we film in 2 months and comes out May, is the start of, is like the next start, right? It's and it makes sense that it kicks off the next season, but it's a huge, like, now the warehouse is in college, or like we went from like elementary school to high school. We skipped middle school, and I just feel like we're so much more well equipped to really have fun. We've learned a lot, and it almost feels like this is the first one. That's how I always kind of look at it. Like, you got to the end of the race, now we're at another starting line.
Yep.
But what makes me really excited is Peter and Rose have done Blitzball Battle 2, so they're going to be on play-by-play for Blitzball Battle 3, and they have like background now. So, like, they've been part of it, so they'll be knowledgeable. After One Inning League comes out, and then 2 more Challenger Series come out before Blitzball Battle, the fans will know all the players that are in Blitzball Battle 3. Mm-hmm. They'll know everyone. The players know each other.
Yep.
We're going to do pregame show, postgame shows. Kelsey's coming back. We're going to have a full crew. It's a longer day shoot. We have like a marketing plan. The jerseys look better. We're wearing pants. All that. It just feels like this is like our first shot as getting it as close to a final product
Yes.
as it's ever been. There's always going to be changes, and and nuances and stuff, but I really want to crush it. We've been doing meetings about it for 3 months. We're 3 months out. We're doing meetings. Like last year was a week, like 2 weeks out.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we have all the stat packages, and I just don't want to miss, right? I just want to like make sure we do promote it, because that's the thing. We know that people that watch it stick around. We need to get more people to click play on it, and we don't have a marketing department. It's like every department just has to figure out ways to market and to come together. Yes. So I'm trying to do that and come up with ways. And the release on YouTube is going to be different, but that we're testing out with One Inning League. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm just really excited for the production. And then also Blitzball Battle 2, we're so wrapped up in the production and making sure everything went smoothly, because it was Moylan's first time. It was the umpire's first time. It was a lot of players' first time. The whole production was brand new.
Oh, yeah.
Mike wasn't with Dan. Dan was running it himself. The whole like loft team was the tech. It was so many new employees, you know?
Yep.
And Blitzball Battle 2 came out really well, and we're proud of it. But to me, it was not a fun day, 4 days in the warehouse. Mm-mm. Like Nicky, he remembers it fondly because he just played, but it was really like a learning curve. So I'm excited that everyone that's going to be on this next one not only was on Blitzball Battle 2, but has been in the warehouse every Thursday with us practicing, did One Inning League. And I just feel like we're in a better spot to like run a smooth ship. So I'm not even talking gameplay, but the Blitzball Battle 2, also Jake and I, we didn't have time to like practice or think about like, hey, let's try to win this. Hey, it's going to suck if we lose or we don't hit, and then it lives on the internet forever and we want to win. So now, as well as like prepping everything way ahead of time, me and Jake, we're going to galvanize ourselves as a team.
Yeah. To use your phrasing, we built a car for a year, and now we're so much like tightening the bolts a little bit here and there at this point.
Yes.
Like we've been ready to race it, and now it's going to be raced.
Yes. Yeah.
We're putting like the pinstripes on the side right
now. I said that last year, my metaphor or analogy in my not only the leaders retreat meeting, but then the company was, we thought we were going to get to the starting line to start racing last year as a company, but really we spent the whole year building the car and like testing parts out and then trading parts. And now we're much closer to having that car and like ready to run. Even like, you know, code names and the JM Entertainment stuff. Like you guys we're more not fully there, but fully there. We got some questions here. Let's see.
Yeah. So I was going to ask you, because it goes in vein of what you were speaking. I have a random question. What was the process of looking for the warehouse?
Did you have specific criteria that a lot didn't meet? Yeah, I mean, this was the only one that worked, really. There was one that I liked that was I think it was in Clifton, New Jersey, which is even farther. It's by where I live. And what I liked about that one was there was the offices up top that had a window, and I thought that was cool, but it was a little smaller than the one we're in. The one we're in was the first result whenever we searched of warehouses out around the city, but it was huge. It was double the size of what we have, which was really expensive. And we just didn't think we could commit that much to that big of a size right away. And then when we went to Hudson Valley and played with K-Mac and Bossy at the Yankees AA site or high A site, it was like an hour drive, and we did a whole day playing blitzball. And Jake and I are like, well, maybe we can go a little further away from like New York City proper and spend less money. And it's just going to be like everyone gets in a car, we drive, and we record. But it's like an hour and a half drive. And then we looked into some of those and said, no, we can't go that far away all the time. Because it was starting to become like, we thought we would go once a month and film like 5 games of back alley at bats, and that was it.
Yeah.
Like we didn't know what and then as I started thinking like, no, we can really grow this. We can do tournaments and have guests, and it's a spot for collaboration. We're like, we need to get something closer. So then we went to this one in Jersey City, and we talked to the owner, and he was like, well, I can just put a wall up and cut it in half, and then you can just rent half of it, and it's half the price. And there was a tiny little window up top. And I was like, what's that window lead to? And he was like, oh, just like storage. And I was like, could we blow open that window and have it be a loft and buy that space? And he was like, yeah, I could do that. And we could make it so you could go up there and hang out. And I was like, okay, perfect.
I didn't know that. What's cut in half? The back wall? Like what?
The wall behind the batter
I didn't know that.
didn't exist.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Damn.
that was halfway of the warehouse. And my goal, I really wanted it to blow up and to do really well this year. And now it's like running, and there's more, and then buy the other half and make that into like a high school gym retractable wall. Because then like ball and play league would be full. You could have them set up floor ball on one while we play blitzball on the other, have two, but someone just rented out that other half for like 5 years. So we can't do that. That's why there's construction noise now.
Yeah.
Like we were filming the other day and there's this loud ass construction noise. And they're like, I think Zoe was like, do you want me to wait? I'm like, no, it's a warehouse.
Yeah.
They're working.
I called you over. It smelled like smoke.
Yeah. It's Tuesday.
They're like doing something.
Welding or something back there.
Yeah. It smelled strong.
Yeah. So we don't, maybe I'll buy them out.
Yeah.
We have to do really, really well for that. But I did like the idea of having both sides. So you could, okay, we're going to play blitzball, but the crew can start prepping floor ball back there and stuff like that.
And then the loft was a wall. And then.
Yeah, it was a wall with a little window. I don't know, like a little like attic window.
Mm.
It wasn't big. And I just said, what's that?
And so they knocked the wall down and put the railing up.
Yeah. And then like we have like 10 feet of the loft. Technically we're using more than we have.
Mm.
And then we got the second part of the warehouse now where like we have this where we eat now, and there's Pop Shot up there, and the studio is there.
Owner suite.
The owner's suite. And we cut out a window and made the short porch. And we got that because there's doing so much construction. They were out of parking spots. And he was like, listen, no one's going to take this from me. I can give it to you for like a cheap rate. I was like, yeah, great. So we have that now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really transformed like a lot. A year ago, it was full of carpets. No, it wasn't full of carpets a year ago. That was like in November. But it was dusty as shit. Do you remember those first practice games? Were you there for those when we were just testing it out?
I don't think so.
You weren't there? I thought you were. Before Blitzball Battle 1.
Oh,
we
yeah.
were like finding the ground rules.
Yes,
and we did a lot of practice sets. And if you made a diving play, you came up and looked like you were in Desert Storm.
Yes, that's true.
For Blitzball Battle 1, we swept it like 20 times.
Mm-hmm.
Just like a Zamboni with a broom.
If you sweep it now, you're still getting clouds. Like if you just go with there's clouds of dust. B, we've started playing a little bit of soccer in there.
A lot of soccer. You guys are crazy.
You come out with the imprints of the ball all over you.
Yes. Before like Blitzball Battle 3, that soccer ball is not going to be allowed.
No.
Because it puts...
Yes.
It made the back wall polka dot.
Yes.
Yeah. Just dust things.
Yeah.
Need a good shop vac, says Tom Ace. Yeah, that, but we're never going to win because the left field wall is all soundproofing, which is literally just dust.
Holds dust.
Yeah, just dust holders. And I'd love to change that. I want to take the aluminum from the right side, buy mock aluminum and have it match the color so it's the blue on both sides.
I like the blue wall.
Yeah, but the blue wall on the left side too.
But make it black. Like have the blue wall.
But it is cool. It would be cool if it was both bright. We'll mock it up at bright colors. I don't even know if you're allowed to do that.
Do what?
Mock aluminum.
You don't know if mock aluminum exists.
Yeah, but you just buy it and put it. It has to, but I don't know like how much that would cost.
Could buy mock aluminium from England.
Aluminium. Adidas. The new floor, someone asked in the chat what the new floor is. It's cement. It's like a garage floor. It should have a nice glossy... I don't think glossy because that would suck for cameras. But it should have a nice finish to it and a layer of epoxy, which makes it a little softer, but smooth. We'll see. Very nervous about the new floor.
Did you put anything in the floor?
No, I forgot. I wanted to put the first ever Talking Yanks hoodie. I still have it from 2018, and I can't throw it out. Like I just when I clean up my closet, I run through hoodies because we're always making new designs and I wear them, and then I can't throw that one out. And I thought cutting it up and putting it in the new cement would be a way to part with it, but still have it around. I can't. I didn't. I forgot. I still would want to do that. Was the old floor not cement? It was. Yeah, the old floor was cement.
Spotchy,
Just
uneven
and cracked, and blotchy. And if you did slide, you were definitely getting cut.
Are there going to be team intros for Blitzball Battle 3? Like LED lights, etc.
No.
But we're doing opening day. Did we talk about that on here? Probably.
Was that when you first came up with the idea, or was that in a private conversation? No, because no one watches intros, so they're not going to be like before games. I think we only do it for the championship game or playoffs. I don't even know if we'll do that again. We can do it for the playoffs and then just timestamp first pitch. Blitzball Battle 3, you're on the actual game itself, you're going to click play, and the first pitch is going to be thrown, and then Rose is going to say, and we're off. That's the first pitch of the game. There will be pregame shows, but you wouldn't do an intro on a pregame show. You would just build the storylines, the drama, the pitching, all of that stuff. Abe says, what about Behind the Breakdown or a breakdown? Mm-hmm. Jomboy Media, a breakdown. That's just the whole name of the show. Would it ever get found?
Oh. Well, it has good SEO, but also terrible SEO, I guess.
Yeah, I'm interested. That's my leader in the clubhouse for me, but
it might never come up.
It might be just breakdowns only.
It might fight its way into the search results. I don't know. I guess I would lean that it would never come up.
Good idea by Tom Ace. Can a legend or celebrity throw out the first pitch at opening day? I would love that. He might be down in. He suggested Michael K. He might be down in Florida for spring training.
Probably.
He only went once or twice last year. Yeah, we should.
Yeah, that's
go
a good
into
idea.
We should go. It's a great idea. We should go into our Rolodex and see who would come. The first, so like 1 inning league, the first 2 games are getting released on the same day, and for Blitzball Battle 3, we're going to do the same thing. And something that happens that we're trying to overcome is that the end of the tournament, the championship games, the last day, it's like intense. What did Jimmy, the organist, say? He's like, it is palpable. The energy in here is palpable and preposterous. And that's a pretty good way to put those days. And everyone, everyone's like on this high, like, oh my God, that was so fun. Like those last games were wild. What a good tournament. That was an awesome time. And then we go to we edit it. And the first game kind of lacks that vibe. Like the 1 inning league first game, I'm like, damn, this is like the best we've done yet. But the second day, so games 6 through 10 are better than the first day. And then games 11 through the end are better than the second. And we're like, we need to, and it's because like on the playoffs for 1 inning league, we invited the company to come and be a mock audience. And, the energy is there. So we were in our meeting and I was saying, we need to make it so the first day, when we need fake energy or we need that, there's people there. Did we talk about this already? So anyway, Maddie said, we'll make it opening day and have the office come and have bunting and have like a opening day logo. And then we play 2 games. We break for lunch. During lunch, all that comes down and then it's just like the season. And when it comes out and released to the public, it's a big hype thing. And I really like that idea. So I think we said in the meeting yesterday, we're going to do that. We're going to decorate games 1 and 2 as opening day. And they're going to have 1 pregame show, 1 postgame show. And then it's a Wednesday. So each department is going to send some people.
Sam is in on the opening pitch or celebrity.
Is she listening?
No, I slacked her.
Oh.
But she votes for Susan.
That would be awesome. I don't know if she's got national. Neither does Kay. Well, Kay kind of does Sunday Night Baseball with A-Rod. My vote's for Billy Crystal.
I had the same thought.
I've never met him. That would be awesome. Who else could we invite? Is it NBA season around?
They'll be playing NBA season.
Yeah, it's March.
Yeah. I mean, are we talking investors?
No, anyone like that we know.
So Jalen Brunson?
Okay. Did you hear he's coming to the office Friday? Your guy.
Jimmy. Yes, nice that my guy's coming.
Yeah.
But I said Jalen Brunson, and you immediately said, you know who's coming to the office? You can't do that.
Why?
If he walked in here, I would shit my pants.
Well, Jalen's not coming.
Well, you made it sound that way.
Well, now you're kind of being rude to your guy.
No. I'll piss my pants for that.
You've already met him, though.
In excitement. I did already meet him twice.
Are they still coming?
Yes.
Jeff Passan. Bob Costas would be great. Jeff Passan. Get Aaron Judge to come.
Arson.
He'll be in spring training. Someone that is local and knows us. Like we're not gonna go through an agent and pay an appearance fee.
No.
It's got to be someone that understands the gig of it all.
Just so we're all clear, my vote is currently Jalen.
Okay. Why?
He's my classmate.
Okay. Jalen Brunson? Didn't you just say basketball players are going to be busy?
Yeah, but if he plays in New York.
Oh, okay. All right. My vote is still Billy Crystal.
Yeah.
He grew up playing in his alley when he was a kid. So.
Our other investors don't live in New York, right?
Cat, but he's not during the season.
Yeah. Not Dwayne Wade.
No. But apparently, Gabby Union is she follows us on Instagram or wherever. I don't think she'd come, but you never know,
She follows the main account or warehouse games?
The main account.
Okay.
Jomboy Media.
Yeah.
But you could tell me that they invested and they don't really know what it is, but their manager was like, hey, this is going to be a good opportunity.
Yeah.
But apparently she's like, no, she follows and she enjoys it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Good idea. First pitch. Jeff Passan's funny too.
We have got 13 minutes to reach
an
an hour of talking if you want to get Nicky.
Yeah, let's get Nicky.
All right.
Tell him to go grab a book from my office. Feo says we're already past 1 hour, but of talking. Yeah, but we didn't talk for the first 20 minutes. So, I was setting up the time lapse, and I was drinking my coffee, and I was tweeting about the show, and then we were talking, and then Sam walked in while I was setting up the time lapse, and I was like, Sam, do you want to be on the show? And she said, actually, I don't remember what she said. And now Nicky's coming in because Nicky's filming some stuff today, and we're gonna read poetry because people liked that last time, I think. Did you see this? I bought that. That was my gift to Jolly. I thought about taking that. Maddie just pulled up a trivia box, MLB trivia that I bought for Christmas for Jolly. I thought about taking that and just rivaling DeVersus trivia.
Every day.
Yeah, on the other side of the post is just mine. But then I thought, I don't want to do that. I don't have time to do that, so I'm out. Todd Frazier would be cool.
That's true.
Definitely. Yeah, Nicky's got a big Rolodex of celebrities, too.
Ask him who he thinks should throw out the first pitch right when he walks in.
Yeah, I will. That's a good question. Nicky going to make folks cry again? He is. I gave him a book of poetry. He didn't even read it. Better give that back. He can read it, but then he's got to give it back.
Nicky just dressed up in one of his other personalities or characters throwing out the first pitch.
At one point, we were joking about having someone throw out the first pitch. It was a player that was around. It was a Mets player that wasn't, or there was an MLB team playing the Mets that we were friendly with. Is it the Marlins? I forget who. And we thought about just having them throw it and film it once And then, and for the first pitch, it's almost like a Family Guy skit, or it's just like the same pitch by that
Same
person.
pitch.
Yeah.
Different angle.
Yeah. But the same pitch.
Same pitch.
We could still do that. We could get everyone. You could film. You get everyone. Like if we had celebrities come, like, everyone could do it on the day one, and we could just put them into the next
Sure.
game. First pitch also only works for opening day.
Oh, yeah. We should not put one on every game.
Yeah. And it would be like, okay, we have blah blah to throw out the first pitch. What a pitch. Okay. Thank you. And then snap into the game. Like the first 30 seconds or 20 seconds of first pitch.
Yeah.
That's funny.
15 seconds gone, and then immediately into.
Oh, see if Lawrence will sing the anthem. Acoustic. Jake does the trumpet.
Yeah.
Clyde and Gracie sing.
Right.
Is that hilarious?
For the championship.
Yeah, but a professional singer,
Mm-hmm.
two professional singers having to sing to Jake's mouth trombone.
And he's like breathing, like he has to pause, and
Because, yeah, he pauses for breath. They have to stay.
they have to follow him.
I think that's funny. Oh, that is funny. I DM these guys that are coming for Ball and Play League in April, but they didn't respond yet. Nice, they did.
Nice.
Nice.
Think Nicky got lost?
He's searching. He doesn't want to get the wrong book now. He's reading them to himself. He's going to come in with it, with like ready, prepared. He's going to walk in reading. All right, well, similarities. That would be great. Definitely with Jake's trumpet. That's a staple of the warehouse, yeah. It would be funny, man. One thing is like there's certain rules that we were talking about yesterday, just making sure Peter and Rose know, because the audience is always upset. Like getting in the way of a pitch that might hit the strike zone. Like the crowd, they're always like, I was going to hit. It's like, well, it doesn't matter at all. It's, did he intentionally get in the way, or was he just standing his ground in his stance or trying to protect his face? Those are allowed. Because if you had to get out of the way, everyone would just throw a curveball at your head, and then you duck, or your shoulder, and then you duck, and then it would hit the zone. It would be a strike. And like the check swing, here he comes. Sorry about that. You're good. Hey, who? Oh wait, once you're on mic, I have a question for you. Here comes Nicky. Who do you think would be a good person to throw out the opening day pitch Blitzball Battle 3 Game 1? Celebrity. Or, you know, a fun name that's in our Rolodex, would get along, knows you or knows us.
Throw out the first pitch?
First name that comes to mind.
Michael K.
That was the first one suggested by the chat, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm thinking like older guy, baseball.
Yeah. Bob Costas is another fun one.
I was going to say Bob Costas.
I want Billy Crystal.
Okay.
Someone said Todd Frazier, your guy.
Oh, yeah.
That would be good, too.
Toddy would be great.
We get him for the championship.
I don't know if he'd drive an hour and a half to throw out a first pitch and then leave, because he's got like 3 kids.
Yeah.
They're like in school.
They can come.
Okay.
They throw out pitches. We just cut them.
Wow.
No, Blake, his
Ruthless.
oldest son, 8 years old, menace.
Yeah.
Absolute
Jake
menace.
hit him in the knee.
Oh yeah.
Like beat him up.
Yeah, he's a menace. I picked out a book. The World's a Small Town.
That's Granite, right?
Roger.
Yeah, that's the one that made you cry.
No. The one that made me cry was the guy who wrote one from New Jersey.
That's him.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Yeah, but it's fine. He's
I don't
good.
think
We
so.
like
He's
him.
a great poet. All right.
Might be a different book, but I think
It is.
he only,
No, it's a different book for
okay.
sure.
I think he only
I
has
think
one. I don't know.
No, it wasn't. I'm telling you, it wasn't.
Okay.
Because Roger
Let
Granite.
me see.
It wasn't, because I saw the book that you read last time.
No, this is the one we read.
It's not the one we read. I'm telling you right now, it was not the one we read.
Okay.
I'm willing to bet $1 bazillion that it's not the one we read.
Bazillion?
A bazillion. Yep.
I don't know. If
Is that Rocky and Apollo right here? Oh, okay.
I don't know if you want to bet all that money.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
Find the Halloween poem then. I'm telling you right now.
Find the Halloween poem?
Yeah. I'm telling you right now, it's not the same one.
What was the Halloween poem? Oh, wow. There's one poem in here called Boyhood Baseball. Sounds like we should read that one.
I mean, we got to read that.
Trick or Treat? Was that the Halloween poem?
Fuck.
Do you think that was it?
Read like the first couple of lines.
That's page 39.
Fuck, that sounds familiar.
The night explodes with orange twinklings of candle-filled pumpkins and breeze-blown cardboard skeletons.
No. Nope.
And sounds of sneakers and giggles shuffling through mounds of curled spent leaves, remnants of autumn's rainbow showers.
Nope. That one, in the one that we read, I knew it wasn't the same fucking book. The one that we read talks about how everyone's dressed in costumes. Remember that?
Yes.
My
Yes, I do.
memory is pristine.
That's right. I'm trying to see.
Just black coffee, is that what you got? Cold brew?
Not cold brew, just black coffee.
Nice. Their
You-
difference?
You not drink coffee? You seem like
No.
a guy that doesn't drink coffee.
No, I do drink coffee, but I haven't been drinking it first thing in the morning. I drink it like a few hours into my
Same.
day.
Smarter.
Yeah.
That's a new wave going on.
Yeah, because one of my professors told me a while back that the brain, you should feed it water first, so then it absorbs the water rather than absorbs the coffee. Because if you drink the coffee straight out of the gate, it actually does the opposite.
There's
of what it's
there's some other science about it too. Like, I forget the name of it. There's something that makes us when you wake up, all the tired shit
Yeah.
is slowly releasing.
Yes.
And the coffee, all it does is
Stops it.
it blocks that. So if you block it before it spreads, then then when the coffee wears off, the caffeine's gone, and like that's a midday crash. Yeah. So I'll wake up. That's why I don't buy it until I get off the train.
Right.
And that's like 2 hours after I wake up now.
Yeah, they say
it's
like-
really, really made a difference.
Oh, 100,000%. But I think that that's the window too, is 1 hour to 2 hours.
Yeah. Because Jake and I were drinking a lot of Celsius. Jake's still on a lot of Celsius.
I cracked
kick.
Celsius this morning.
And we were doing midday, that when you crash, and I needed to stop.
Yeah. No, it's
And
bad.
I've stopped. I will split one with Jake every now and then I'll regret it terribly because it'll just keep me up till 12:30.
Yeah, literally. And
Not
it's
even
bad.
it doesn't give me energy
I was gonna
through
say, if you're
it just
up-
keeps me awake.
I'm sorry about that. Yeah, you're just up.
I wonder if I have 2 books by this guy.
I can confirm it's a
You do.
different book.
Thank you.
Museum
you.
of Dreams.
Museum of Dreams. Okay. This is the good one. This book's better than the other one that we read. This is the original one I found in New Jersey.
The
It's
world
pretty
is
wild. He wrote 2 Halloween poems.
Well, that's
Isn't that nuts?
But that's what his thing. Like, remember it's every season.
Yeah.
So it's like he sits down once every month and like writes a poem about that
Oh,
season.
that's right,
It's
that's
like,
right.
It's like all cyclical.
Yeah. Well, when I grabbed it, I was like, this looks similar to the one we first read, but I knew that the cover was different. So it is the same guy. I thought it wasn't.
So when I was looking for that one about, remember I was searching for one last time?
Did that thing just move?
Yeah, it's been an hour.
That's pretty sick.
Time lapse is over. Okay, wait. Do you remember when we had this book last time? I was searching for the Christmas basketball poem and I could not find it.
And you just found it?
Well, I'll find it now because this is
The original
the book that I like more than the other one, I think. And he's got one. Man, you want to cry? He's got a lot of one here.
Yeah, let's
that's gonna
cry.
Make you cry.
I'm down to cry right now.
There's a lot of Father's
Matt, are
Day.
you down to cry?
A lot of Father's Day,
Always.
and
Yeah.
dude, there's a lot of Father's Day in baseball.
Oh, this book is unbelievable. Let's do it then.
This one's called Papa, and then Christmas Eve. I'm trying to find. That's Joez's dolphin.
I like it.
Um,
Didn't know Joe's had a dolphin.
You're holding it a little tight for what Joe's. If you knew what Joe's was doing with that.
That's where that's gonna come right back. Where the fuck it came from?
Have you heard about that? We made a whole joke about how Joe's is sexually attracted to dolphins.
No, but after what Maddie just said,
You put it together.
pretty sure I got a good idea of what Joe's is doing to the dolphin.
It's one of the funnier Talking Yanks clips ever. I'll have to show it to you at one point.
That's kind of crazy. Who's this? Gary Sanchez. Nice. Doesn't look anything like him. That don't look like Gary Sanchez.
No.
You're not taking an SAT, by the way. You're just trying to find the fucking poem.
I'm over it. I can't find it. I'm pissed about it, and I'm mad about it because it's got a weird name, and now this fucking page fell out. All right, here's your options.
Okay.
Father celebrations, Father's Day.
Father's Day.
Okay.
Wait, no. I'm sorry. Father celebrate. Can we just do both?
Father celebrations, Father's Day, generations, fame, boyhood baseball. Old man.
What's fame?
Fame is page 67. And boyhood baseball is right after that, so we'll do
Yeah,
those
we'll
two.
go fame, boyhood, baseball.
I'll read fame, you read boyhood baseball.
Okay. I gotta take a poop.
We all want a chunk of the center stage, a sliver of that starlight beam in the middle ring of the circus. Not just you and me, but the pimp near the Lincoln Tunnel and the matron who demands our stubs before we get our seats at the theater. Or the scalper outside of Madison Square Garden and the toll collector who takes his time making change by the bridge. Can you blame them or you or me? I think he's talking about being noticed more than fame. Just like
I think he's talking about like people understand like
having their moment or whatever. Boyhood baseball. I'm excited for that one.
I like that one.
Yeah. Oh, I like all.
I didn't love that one.
Oh yeah, I gotta show you this after this. Oh.
Do you want? Okay.
You read boyhood baseball first.
Okay. Boyhood baseball. Okay. Circa 1959.
Ooh.
At bat, in bed, beneath the sandlot sky, I would be anyone I could imagine in pinstripes, not pajamas. Oh, fuck, man, I just got the chills.
That's cool.
At times, it might be Mantle knocking one deep into the Bronx or Mays stealing third in just a second after Koufax strikes out the side. And never noticing curfews, only curveballs.
Nice.
I wait for one more hanging knuckler to hit one last homer to be a summer star far into the night.
Wow.
Oh, my God. Oh, Roger Granite.
This guy's just like a guy. You know what I mean? He's just he's a shrink that lives in New Jersey. Like, we could like call him up.
He's just like
He probably follows you.
maybe he does. Let me
Search.
let me look it up.
He probably does.
Holy smokes! And like I could just imagine Roger just like chilling in his like living room, and just like having his coffee, probably 1 or 2 hours after he wakes up, and he's like, coffee. And then he starts writing about coffee, and then he just published them. Roger.
Somebody said for Roger to throw out the first pitch.
That would be amazing. The Jolly Roger said, "Have that poet throw out the first pitch."
Roger Grant. No, nothing.
Hey, this
No Instagram. from
this
Roger.
Father's Day might be the first one I read when I was in the store. I definitely read this before I bought the book. And this is like, you're young, you don't have kids. I didn't have a kid when I first bought this. Maybe I did. What's all that? That was that? Oh, now it's turning. Now it's officially off.
Wow.
This Father's Day poem, like I'm not here yet because he's older, but it's almost like a goal to share these feelings.
Okay.
It's called Father's Day. Sipping coffee from the partly painted, almost glazed coffee mug that you made for Father's Day too many years ago.
I can't, dude. No, I can't, dude.
I think of soccer games, school plays, and scraped knees. And when everyone leaves the breakfast table, I turn the cup upside down and staring at your third grade fingerprints and crooked ceramic signature, I smile while finishing my morning mug of memories.
Holy shit.
That's when I get super like I'm like, oh, that's the end
awesome.
goal.
Yeah.
That's it.
Absolutely. That's all you live for.
When we decorate our Christmas tree, like we have like so many stock ornaments now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Katie, I can't wait to 10 years when this is all just like kindergarten drawings and like plates with handprints and like memories. Because I look at my mom, she's got fucking a lifetime.
Yeah.
Like, her tree is literally a memoriam to like kids and her life. And I'm like, I can't wait. You have to accrue it over time.
Yeah,
You can't force
absolutely.
it. But that shit's so cool to me.
Oh, 100. Even like now when we decorate the tree, it's like
Yeah.
Like I still I don't know.
We have like
It's
I
just
have like a
something.
Packers ornament because it was the only team I could beat my dad in on PlayStation 2 back in 1999, whatever the football game was.
Yeah.
And I liked it for that reason.
That's awesome.
I like the Packers.
That was an incredible poem.
All right, let's.
That's like probably the best poem we've ever read.
Yeah, it's
so
a good
far
one,
on the
right?
show. Let
I
me
love
see.
that. You got to watch this clip of Joe's. I don't know how the audience. I mean, a lot of this audience probably have seen this before, but it's Joe's on Talking Yanks, episode number 720.
I didn't. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't
clicked
time it up.
I did.
Oh, okay, good.
The top comment is a link right to the time.
Okay.
Just play it.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I turn it louder so they can hear it.
Been kissed by a dolphin.
No, not kissed by a dolphin. No.
May you turn around.
Oh wait, that's the end of the interrogation.
Okay.
So we've had these pictures of him and dolphins up behind him the whole show, and he doesn't know. We've made a lot of dolphin puns.
Last year, Judge hit 39 and Senate 35. So like the Vegas line is, I might take the over on that. I have one of them getting 40, which allows another guy to get 30, and then the middle one has to get 35.
All right, so
The 135 is under. Mark that.
135's not
That's
happening.
way too high.
The Judge
Yes.
plus Stanton line, Vegas has 69 is the number.
Really?
68
Is that a
halves,
DraftKings?
but on DraftKings.
That's a DraftKings line, so this is actual bettable.
This picture's
so
good.
We're gonna give you our picks. This is bettable.
Go on the DraftKings app, download it. Place your bets and befriend a dolphin. Make love to the dolphin.
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code Jomboy. Bet $5 on any college hoops team to win and get $200. in
Jake's
free
trying
bets
not
if they
to
win.
laugh.
If you win, they win. Promo code Jomboy this week at DraftKings. 21 plus restrictions apply. See show notes for details. Also, you can bet the Judge Stanton combo homer. What does he say? What did he say?
all right. We're not.
No, this is a
We're not.
dolphin
We're not.
joke-free episode.
But you're mentioning it.
No, we haven't mentioned it once. This episode will contain no rumors about you and dolphins.
The fact that you're mentioning it, there is nothing going on. Anyway,
Oh my god. Oh my god.
What do you mean by there's nothing going on
What do you
there's
mean by
nothing going on.
with you and?
Dolphins, there's no rumor.
Okay.
You guys have been creating this fictitious situation.
So you have no relations
You've
with
never
dolphins
hung out
in
with
the
a
past?
dolphin?
I do not.
Now?
Have you ever been
Or
kissed?
ever.
Have you ever been kissed by a dolphin?
No, not kissed by a dolphin. No.
May you turn around.
This is not. I thought he meant like I kissed him. That is a dolphin kissing me.
BBD's loves it. Oh, that's good.
So you have to understand
Guys,
Oh.
see,
the confusion.
hold on a second.
You have to understand.
The dolphin has
Mom, my
kissed
face
me.
hurts.
Yeah.
I did not kiss the dolphin.
Oh man. Okay.
You're not
All right,
allowed
I'll
to
get it
really
off the
touch
screen.
dolphins too much.
Well, have you ever touched two dolphins at the same time?
Yes.
Got that.
Yes. They actually flipped me in the air. They're like this. That actually does not look too good.
That's a couple's pick.
Doesn't look too favorable.
And Jake is losing it.
That's a tough draw.
Oh, that's an all-time moment. I'm talking Yanks.
That's great.
Look fake.
Oh.
Joe's going, that doesn't look too favorable.
Yeah, that one I don't know. Have you ever-
Joe's got a big vocabulary. Have you ever noticed that? Like Joe's vocabulary?
No.
He'll say some words sometimes, and I'm like, that's just sounded great the way
It's that anime that he reads.
it might be. It might honestly.
Ooh,
No, he's got a great vocabulary.
I'm jealous. Of
He
that.
he speaks like
Jake
an
has
sometimes.
says words that like he doesn't know how to write. And he'll admit it. Like he can use a lot of words,
But
and
he
you're
don't
like,
know how
Dude,
to
you
write.
don't know. Like
Yeah.
he couldn't give you the definition, but
Right,
he can
but he
use
kn-
it seamlessly.
and it makes sense. This Rocky
Hey, this guy lives in Morris Township.
Morristown.
Morris.
You looked up granite.
Roger Granite, yeah.
Maybe it's Grenay.
Could be. He went to Rutgers.
Rutgers. My girlfriend's dad calls it Rutgers.
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 Um,
It's funny.
we should meet him. You think we'd like him?
I mean, this might be a bad. Like, how old is he?
I don't know. He was born in 1947.
Oh.
I didn't think he was gonna be that old.
You sure Raj is
It's like
still
75.
Okay,
around?
75.
Let's figure out how we can get him. He's probably just a normal. He's probably a Whole Foods right now.
Yo, for
He-
sure.
he's
He's just a
probably just a
psychiatrist who
no-
wrote like poems. Like I don't think he was ever like making money off books.
No, he's probably like, I made a ton of money being a psychiatrist. Now I'm just gonna fuck around and write some pretty awesome poetry. He's probably always been a poet. Like you'll write poetry one day, Jim.
I have a book that I published of poems I wrote.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, but it's like from like
You should tell people that.
it's from like well I just self-published it, but I don't like that. I also wrote a 200-page book in college.
What?
Yeah,
I feel like you told me that. Why don't you put
Probably.
that in your Instagram bio? Author.
because
Period.
I don't want people to watch them. It's from when I was really lost in like 23 and like.
Yeah, I think
like,
people
like,
our age.
woe is me. Like, oh my god, I got no idea what to do with my life.
Yeah, but I think that's.
But I
fucking-
didn't.
I feel like it's fucking awesome. I think that like a guy my age could benefit from reading something like that.
Maybe. Yeah. I'd love to write more. I tried to get a book deal for the company last year. It didn't work out. I was told to put it on pause.
I don't
Talked to a lot of publishing agencies.
I don't like hearing that. Put it on pause.
Me neither, but I don't know how that world works.
Right.
And if we get a book deal, they just want like Jomboy Media, the storybook. And I was like, well, it's not done. We're not even close to like being done with that. Like,
I think.
Not even done the intro.
Yeah, I was about to say. I honestly don't even think chapter 1
Is complete.
is complete. Definitely
Yeah,
started
you
for
get the
sure.
prelude and all that stuff, like grinding and
Yeah.
just like how it
Well,
started.
think
but yeah.
about it. Like honestly, think about it.
I have what 3 ideas for baseball books, and baseball books are written 10 of them every year because Father's
Yeah.
Day is like buy a baseball book for your dad
Yeah.
day, and I pitched a couple and they weren't into them, but I'm into them. We just do it ourselves. I think they're good.
What,
I don't want to
you
share them.
I was about to say you might not want to share them. I was just gonna ask you, but then I was like,
Well, one is just you just hire a photographer. We've talked about this before to go to every spring training and take badass pictures of grips. And then you find all the old pictures, like grips of like Maddox's grip. Like they exist, buy them. And it's a coffee table book just called Pitch Grips.
I mean,
And it's just like a picture of a hand and a
wonderful.
ball. And then it just says, Greg Maddox splitter.
That's sick.
a good
I
book.
fucking, and it's a perfect coffee table book because it's like,
You flip through,
You
you find
just
it.
flip through it. Yeah, yeah.
And then you
And-
hold a ball and you're like, wait, what's he doing?
yes, it stimulates the senses for sure. Like stimulates like.
Yeah. And then I want to
Intriguing.
write a book. This is more nerdy. It's like a coffee table book, history of baseball equipment. No one's got that anymore. Like when they
I wouldn't even
when
spend
they
a second
switched
on that.
when they switched from the the bags that were like
Jim.
sandbags.
Jim.
Yeah, but
Who the
do
fuck's
you
reading
read
that, Jim?
history books? I've read history of swing books, history of pitches books.
I've read, yeah, but that's like interesting.
Okay.
Equipment.
Like the gloves. They used to leave the gloves on the field and then you had to share gloves. When did they start having your own glove?
Listen, I get it.
They used to have like
I get
mitts.
it. But you opened it up with sandbags.
Well, when the bases
History of equipment.
when the bases
no,
were bags?
I know. No, I know.
I can't find articles. Players had to be fucking livid
But why do
About
you
that
think
change.
you can't find articles about it?
because it's so old.
Or,
You'd-
or
'cause
that
I'd have
no
to buy
one gives
the-
a flying fuck
No,
about the
people would be
sandbags.
interested. Like Yogi Berra probably got a quote like, "Fuck these sandbags," or probably like players.
Fuck these sandbags,
Players
Yogi
were probably
Berra.
tripping when they went from soft to
Yeah,
hard.
okay, but like, okay.
And you would have the
Think
ball.
about-
Like the ball, that's changed. There's a lot on that.
86,400 seconds in a day.
Yeah.
I don't know how many of those seconds I can dedicate to the history of baseball equipment.
But it's like a whole thing in the Hall of Fame. Like you see the
Yeah, but-
lifespan of
but-
gloves. It
right.
would just be I'm not saying a book. I'm saying a coffee table book.
Again, I don't know if you understand. I get the concept. Like, I get the idea. I just, for the life of me, don't think anybody else besides you would read.
No, there's a lot in the other industries like evolution of war.
That's so different. We're talking, but you're talking about catcher's gear and sandbags. evolution of war.
I shouldn't have started with the bases, but if you,
You
had a
should-
picture, if
you
you had a
definitely
picture of
shouldn't.
a catcher from the 1890s, and then next to
Yes,
him was a
okay.
catcher from the 1910s,
Okay.
and next to him was a catcher from the 1920s.
Oh yes, interested.
And like all the padding and the helmets
Interested,
and the
for sure.
gloves like change, and how
Interested.
would it change throughout time?
Interested.
That's a cool picture on a coffee
I
table
agree.
book.
I agree.
Or like a first baseman's glove.
Okay, first baseman's glove, sure, but like
The ball is interesting.
I
It
think
used
the-
to be dark
I think-
and dirty.
I know, but like if you're a
And
fan
bats.
but if you're a fan of baseball, you know that already. Like you've been to Cooperstown, you've seen it all.
I've never been to Cooperstown.
I've never been to Cooperstown.
Okay,
Yeah, and you would get little tidbits.
you
from
should
it.
you should go to Cooperstown
And
because I think like they have everything you're looking for.
oh, I know I have to go, but I have to go when I have like a week free of my life because
Right.
I'm not gonna go for like an afternoon.
Yeah, no,
We have to
Good.
vlog.
The books, well, it would be very boring because there's a lot of bookstores across, and I would just be on the floor of the bookstore for hours.
it's like it's awesome. If like literally Cooperstown is like a town dedicated to the sport of baseball.
And
It's
then
unbelievable.
we have all this remnant audio, just in the back end. Like Chris Rose has done interviews. Trev did a bunch of interviews on Sequence. We've interviewed players. And they just live in the depth of our podcast app. And I want to hire a writer to go comb through all of that, combine it into, like, if we have 5 different baseball players who did interviews with us who talked about their approach, combine that into a chapter.
I love that.
That's like Michael Kay took all of his interviews, put it into a book. Howard Stern did that. Like, we're not at that level, but
Right.
still, there's so much good nuggets that we have in old interviews.
I have
and
an
I thought
idea.
you put that into a book.
Absolutely. I have an idea that I don't know if I want to share it now. How
Well, I just shared all mine that I never
how,
shared.
How many people are watching?
24.
This
and
is a
then
channel-
probably 1,000.
It is
later.
a channel of secrets.
But yeah,
I think it'd be a great idea to get like big leaguers' perspectives on big moments in games
Yeah.
and then make it relatable to everyone and relate them to like life situations.
Okay.
You don't
Like-
like it?
Like, give me a.
Like you're it's the bottom of the ninth, you're 2 outs and
Okay.
you're up.
Yeah.
Right. Everyone like playoffs fucking people are screaming. High pressure environment.
Yeah.
How do you manage that pressure? What does it feel like?
Like finding a parking lot outside ShopRite on a Sunday.
Or having a kid. Or the fears that come with having a kid. The fear when you got called up, am I good enough? When you first start a job. It's the same thing. A lot of parallels between baseball and life. I'm going to stop talking.
Okay.
we're also good on time.
All right. Well, we got a lot of books. Yeah, I talked to a lot of publishers and pitched like I have 5 ideas. I just need someone to help
Yeah.
do it. We'll just do it ourselves.
Go
Jake's
go on-
Burn book. We want to do that.
Just go on Upwork and just hire an editor, publisher.
Yeah. We'll do it ourselves. There is like an author who they just want to write our story, which I'm like, I want.
Not yet.
I want to write that.
But it hasn't even fucking started. Like
I know.
there's no like you're still in the beginning. You should just hire a fucking. We'll talk off the air.
Talk off the air. That's the show. We doing another one this week, Friday? Because
Whatever
I'm
day
gone
you want.
next week. Next week I'm gone.
There's
So-
one next week.
Thursday or Friday?
Yeah.
When do I get back from vacation? Thursday? Friday? I guess.
I think
It's too short of a vacation. We're stupid.
Yeah.
Only
All right.
4 days. Dumb.
For Turks and Caicos.
Yeah, it's because we originally booked it for last year right after we had James, and it was just going to be me and Katie and baby. And now my entire family's going.
Oh, all you
Katie's
guys are going.
parents, my parents, Luke, both my sisters.
Just for 4 days.
Yeah, but we're all like, this is we should, but to expand the days is too much money now.
Yeah.
And like hassle. So quick trip.
Quick trip.
All right, thanks for listening live. Appreciate you. Go subscribe to the YouTube and suggest all your name changes
Yeah, in the
in
comments
the
there.
YouTube comments
Yeah.
And book ideas
and book ideas. Yeah.
for sure.
What an umpire's been wearing, you know?
I don't.
When did the clicker
Dude,
come in?
no one's thinking about that. No one cares.
Books are niche markets.
No, I know.
You think this guy was like, people are going to care about my thoughts?
I
You
think,
just
but
put
I
it
don't
out there,
thi-
you
I
hope.
don't think that was the guy's goal. I think he just loved to write poetry. Like
Yeah.
if you would have said I love baseball equipment, I'm going to write a book about it, I would have been full support of the idea.
Yeah. Well, it's a
But,
coffee
you-
table book.
you-
It's
you went at
visuals.
it like
It's visuals.
No, I know, but you went at it like check this great idea out. sandbags.
When
Okay.
did I need to know? When did they change the bases? Because they're changing the
No,
bases this year, and
you're
there's a lot of
right.
hub, and they're barely doing it. And they went from pillows to hard rubber at one point.
Did you end the show?
No.
This thing's got to end.
Show's over. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Love you guys.